ba umabot sa point ever when you were a celebrity na parang naging complacent ka na sa financial situation mo? Kasi syempre, bata ka pa, like, what prompted you to like think bigger? Because like, even for me, if I think about being a celebrity, parang I would think na comfortable na ako if I'm a celebrity. Pero it's just amazing na even with that circumstances, parang you still got to think about other ventures, like having businesses and ayun.
I think it's
spreading financial literacy part of it, diba?
I've never been complacent in any aspect that I chose in life. In swimming, I was never complacent. In business, never. In acting, also never. Because when you're not complacent, you know that, I mean, at the same time, every one of us is replaceable. If you only think about that, you will never be complacent. And we are replaceable, you know? If I die today, I mean, Lord, wag naman sana. Pero alam mo yun, whatever I'm doing, whatever projects I'm doing, they can replace me with a different actor. It's the same thing, you know? So, and complacency is a very poisonous attitude to practice. So I've never been complacent, and it's something that I'm proud that, you know, at an early age I embraced it, because it's something that gave me hunger with business. Sabi ko, why am I with Affinity? Because I wanna learn. I know business, but I don't know the terms. I don't know how
Jargons.
the jargons, the computations, the technicalities of it. So I need to learn. With acting, you know what? I don't want to stop in the Philippines. I wanna try international. I wanna try different directors. So, you know, because my mindset is like that, all of a sudden the universe is conniving with what I want to achieve, and that's what's happening. Diba? You know, I became partners with Affinity. I get international projects because I'm never complacent.
Sabi nga nila, diba? Complacency is the number one hindrance to success. Ito, meron akong quote na, gusto ko yung quote na to na laman ko siya from a mentor of mine. Sabi na, dapat lagi mong tatandaan, your ceiling can only be someone else's floor. Diba?
Yes.
Your ceiling may be your ceiling, pero pag kinumpare mo siya sa iba, it may be floor lang nila yun. That's the minimum they can do, pero yung sa'yo, maximum na. Kasi sometimes, diba, people, ang baba ng benchmark natin or yung standard natin. Kaya siguro one of the things talaga that really got you to where you are right now, kuya, is your drive, yung hunger na sinasabi mo to achieve greater than what you have now. Hindi ka na okay, pwede na ako dito. Diba? Pwede na ako sa sweldo ko ngayon kasi nakakain naman ako. Post ko, okay na ako sa ulam na ganyan. Diba? Most of Filipinos. Pero para sa akin, it's not a mindset that we should follow, being content. Some people find it na, okay, dapat maging kontento ka, diyan ka magiging masaya. Pero if you really want to have a certain level of success, dapat never natin, di ba, binubox yung sarili natin na ito lang yung ma-achieve ko. Tulad nung sa'yo, kuya. Kasi you never really became parang, yun yung complacent na hanggang dito lang yung limit ko. In acting, in swimming, in business, di ba, sa lahat ng ventures mo.
But I also learned that success is a very different definition to each and every one.
Relative siya.
So, my success have a different definition 10 years ago and now. I respect those people who can call their success with a happy, healthy family.
Yes.
I respect that so much. People that do their work with so much dignity and respect, I respect that so much. I look up to them. And, you know, at a certain point, those people who knows when to rest in spite of their success, I know when you talk to me 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, the definition of success will be different also.
Iba na yung sasabihin.
Yeah. And maybe, because a lot of people would define success directly to their bank account. It's not.
How much they have.
How much they have. It's not. So, I guess what we're trying to share in this kind of conversation is because we love our country, because we love the Filipinos, and we want them to have a, more breathing ground, to have a better chance in life. Yun lang naman yung gusto natin, di ba? Parang it breaks our heart to see news that people cannot even afford to buy rice.
Ayun kaya Enchong, di ba kanina meron kang nabanggit na nag-loan ka for business?
Mm-hmm.
Kasi sa experience ko parang hindi ko siya gustong gawin mangutang ako. Kahit nasa mangungutang lang ng isang sardinas lang sa tindahan, hindi ko siya ginagawa.
Same.
Di ba?
Same.
Meron ka bang makakonsider mo na good debt saka bad debt?
Same tayo. Actually, ako, isa rin ako sa mga tao na as much as possible, ayoko umutang. Tapos kapag may utang ako, gusto ko as much as possible, binabayaran ko kagad. Because in my head, more than the interest, hindi ko na siya pera eh. Diba? So, kailangan ko siyang ibigay. And because at the same time, gusto ko kapag may utang din sa akin yung tao, babayaran din ako kagad. So, it's something that I'm very, very particular about pagdating sa debt.
Nabayaran mo agad.
Nabayaran ko siya kagad.
Pero alam mo, wait lang, bring up ko lang. Natawa kasi ako. You know that vlog mo na 3 years ago, yung pinarang call yung mga friends mo. Tapos, tawag ka, tapos mangungutang ka ng what? 3 to 5 million para sa Lamborghini. Natawa kasi iba, parang, sure, sige.
Ang bilis nila magpahirap. Because at the same time, they know that I will pay them back. And more than I can, I will pay them back. I will make sure that I will pay them back. So, actually, nagulat din ako dun sa vlog na yun. Talaga?
Kasi bigla, sige bro. Kasi sabi mo, babayaran ko bro, 6 months to 1 year. Tapos mga 5M yung inutang ni Kuya.
Sana,
Tapos napaisip ka, sige bro.
Nagulat din ako kasi parang game na game din sila. Pero, going back to your question, it was my mom na sobrang nag-guide sa akin through that. Kasi sabi niya sa akin, hindi anak, sa negosyo, minsan talaga kailangan mong umutang. Because number one, it brings up your capital. Number two, it helps with the taxes when you have debts like that. Ibang usapan yun. Mas mahirap din yun. Mahirap din pag-usapan yun. And then, because andun yung guidance ng nanay ko, nabayaran ko yung utang ko na parang supposedly 10 years to pay, nabayaran ko siya in 2 years. So talagang diniscipline ko yung sarili ko with the guidance of my mom, which I'm very, very lucky kasi nandyan yung nanay ko para gabayan ako. And at the same time, now, because of that experience, dala-dala ko siya na, okay, I can borrow money if it's for a good purpose. I can borrow money if I know that this money I can grow in the next year at mas malaki yung kikitain ko more than the interest of that utang. So again, it's another topic that we can talk about, pero medyo mahirap pa rin kapag pinag-uusapan yung utang.
Kasi sa Philippines, diba, utang is one of the concepts na talagang misunderstood din ng even most Filipinos. Going back doon, yung sa good debt versus bad debt, which marami sa atin, hindi rin natin na distinguish. Kasi it's an ongoing debate. Kung utang ka ba para sa negosyo? So sabi ni Kuya Enchong, yes, kung alam mo that it will yield a higher return versus the interest, diba, you have to consider that. But then again, it roots down to understanding how that works eh. Ano yung ma-advise mo ba doon sa pagdating naman sa debt management? I think it's one of the things talaga na pag-uusapan natin. Napunta na tayo sa usapang utang. Pero think very important for us to learn.
Ako, I'm a big fan of credit cards. I never used my debit card. Siguro ito yung isa sa mga tips. Never use your debit card, always credit card. Especially dito sa
Even for
Philippines.
small or big purchases?
Yes. Again, this is my opinion. You don't have to follow me, pero kung nagtatanong kayo bakit ako big fan ng credit card. Number one, Philippines, we have a very, very nice, actually very appealing point system. We have a very, yung mga perks from swiping. So, like for example, ako, nakakakuha ako ng 5,000 pesos na groceries for free every month from just my expenses. As in lahat, tubig, gasolina, kuryente, lahat, it all goes to my credit card. But, I make sure that the amount of my credit card bills is just 10% or less than what I have.
Yun sa mismong bank
Sa
account.
mismong account.
Because, yes, dun sa mismong bank account. Simply because it's part of the responsibility. You have to pay that para hindi ka talo. So that you can outsmart the banks.
Yeah.
Sorry, banks.
Try again next time.
No, but I'm sure the banks are also, happier the fact that you're paying on time.
Yes.
Why credit card, not debit card? Because when you use your debit card, when you swipe your debit card, you're paying your own money. But when you swipe your credit card, you're using the bank's money.
You're using somebody else's.
When
So
you
yung
use,
risk nasa kanila.
yung risk nasa kanila, and at the same time, may magme-message sa'yo, Sir, ikaw ba yung nag-swipe nito? Or meron kang OTP, meron mga security, ano ka. When you swipe your debit card, no one will ask you because it's your money. Why will I care?
Yeah.
Why would the banks care?
Pero
Diba?
mo naman yun.
So I think it's the reason why I'm a user of credit card is because for security purposes, for the perks, and at the same time, ayoko naghahawak ng cash.
Cashless lang kasi ngayon.
And at the same time, parang ang bilis, parang pag may hawak kang cash, yung parang, sige. And then the next thing you know, wala ka ng cash.
So it's a great way for a person to organize their spending. Kasi diba pag nag-swipe ka, syempre lalabas sa SOA mo yan. Makikita mo ano yung ginastos ko dito sa month na to.
And kanina sinabi mo na you list down your expenses. Actually, kung masipag ka, i-list down mo rin yung mga credit card points mo. Pasok mo sa miles, pasok mo sa groceries.
Yung iba may pa-business class pa eh.
So, yeah. So, alam mo yun, if you have time to record your expenses, i-record mo rin yung mga points na nakukuha mo, and it encourages you to okay, sige, gawin ko to, yung mga libre akong ganito, diba? Yung mga
Na-incentivize ka na mag-list down.
So don't think that yung efforts mo na yun para lang sa'yo, para lang makatipid ka. There are more perks when you're masipag, pag masipag ka, ang arte ng pagkakasabi. Pero
when you're masipag, guys.
pag masipag ka doon sa mga ganong bagay, may encourage ka.
Yeah.
So, if ganun pala, parang may pros and cons din pala sa credit card, does that mean ba na, let's say if low lang yung income mo as a person, would you recommend me having a credit card? Or do you recommend it to people na who earns more?
Alam mo, isa yan dun sa mga bagay na I'm also questioning because I wasn't able to be part of the working class. So, ang hirap magbigay ng advice kapag hindi mo naranasan personally yung minimum wage, yung sakto lang yung kinikita mo
Paycheck to
doon
paycheck.
sa expenses mo. Pero if there's one thing that I can advise when it comes to those people who na nasa working class or like a lower income, siguro is sacrificing is part of it. May mga bagay tayo na, again, this is very hard for me kasi I moved out and I moved into my new place, and I am blown away by how much expenses are in front of me. na hindi ko siya
Para
iniisip
lumipat.
before. Na hindi ko siya iniisip before from doing groceries. Yung simple things na, sobrang convenient, dyan na lang ako bibili sa tapat na mall na katabi ng condo ko. And then you realize whatever you spend, parang yung 1 kilo dito, 5 kilo doon. So, alam mo yun, yung may mga strategies na pwedeng gawin na para ma-extend mo lang yung salary mo.
Yeah.
So, again, sacrifices talaga is part of it. Hindi rin masyado nakakatulong that inflation is very, very high at the moment. So, kahit hindi mo maikakaila na lahat tayo nararamdaman yun. It's sad to say that, nakikita ko rin sa news that to the point na yung kanin na yung nasa-sacrifice nung mga
Which is
kababayan
necessity.
natin. Which is a necessity, which is, hindi yan pagkain unless walang rice.
Yes.
Diba?
Exactly.
Yung ganun tayo
tayo
mga
eh.
Pilipino.
Yun tayo.
Yung pagkain talaga natin, yung rice mismo, hindi yung ulam eh.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner. So, di mo siya matatanggal.
So, yun lang. Meron talaga tayong may mga kailangang i-give up, may mga kailangan tayong i-sacrifice, and hope that, in this kind of conversation, not directly an advice to all of our kababayan, pero I'm sure somehow, somewhere out there, meron tayong makikita. Kung hindi natin mabawasan yung expenses natin kasi it can only go so far. Diba? Electricity bills is something na important. Food is something very important. So ngayon, papasok tayo sa, okay, let me try to increase my income.
Yeah.
Diba? Yun doon siguro kami pwede makapasok na, okay, kapag meron kayong chance na maka-racket, ito na yung other side of the financial literacy. Meron tayo, bawat isa sa atin, meron tayong kakayahan na talento or skills na pwede nating ibahagi sa service. In the service industry na, okay, raraket ako, kaya kong kumanta, kaya kong sumayaw. Alam mo, it's
So,
those
may
little
gig ka.
things na may, hahanap ka ng racket. Di ba? Na hindi pandaraya or hindi pa yung racket na, okay, magaling ako sa math, baka pwede ako maging tutor. It's those little things na pwede mong ipasok na kung hindi mo maibawas doon sa expenses mo, dagdagan natin yung income mo. Yung mga ganong bagay. So, I hope that helps,
If you could advise your 20-year-old self, ilang years ago? Huwag na natin tanong. Pero if you could advise your younger self na lang. Kasi, syempre, among all the experiences, super valuable na natutunan namin yun. But if there's one advice, top of your head, sabihin mo yun sa 20-year-old Enchong, what would it be?
It's hard because there's so many.
So many.
But, given a chance, I was fortunate enough to be surrounded by people who would constantly guide me when I was younger. So I wouldn't say anything. I would probably just say that dream big. Because whatever you dream of, you will achieve. And I tell you, like everyone who's listening to us, you will get it. Because it's in your head. And once it's in your head, the universe will conspire for you to achieve that. And I cannot give all the evidences that happened in my life to actually say that it's real, because it happened. It all happened. I just wish that Filipinos can really continuously dream big for themselves, for their family, and for their country, because it's possible, it's doable, and it's in the reach of our hands. So just keep dreaming big, and once you achieve that dream, dream a better dream.